Wait, is this today? When did this come out? Wait, did this get dropped like right now? It says 10/6. Or was that like earlier today? 10 minutes ago. That's funny. Like, did this drop live? They always drop it at 1 a.m. ET. That's funny. It's pre-hits. Next pack, we get it. This is actually a really good time to bring up like the Kashtira debate. This is like the perfect time to actually talk about like Kashtira and its wider effects on Yu-Gi-Oh as a whole. So obviously in the TCG, we had Kashtira for a little bit too long, I'd say. I don't think a lot of people were big fans of like Kashtira and like what it did to Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's mainly entirely because of like one card, that's Kashtira fucking Arise Heart. Like this card single-handedly invalidated so many decks and forced players to run so many different fucking cards. Like you had to start running Kurikara, you had to play like Tasking into Talent. This card invalidates so much. You couldn't play Tier Limit. Pearly had like almost no way of playing around this. Like Kashtira ultimately in the TCG was like the best deck, not because like, you know, it made like an insane combo board or like it always like 9 zone locked you. Like zone locking shit was like funny and annoying, but it wasn't actually like that good. The actual reason why this deck was so obnoxious was like 99% just Arise Heart, because it sort of gave players this sort of like ideology of you better have the non-engine to break my board or else you can't do anything. You can't play the game. You're gonna get all your stuff banished. You just can't do anything. It was insane. Open Booker Kaiju or get fucked. Exactly. Like Arise Heart and Dimension Shifter, like in partial example, like literally were the hard carries of like so many fucking players. Like Arise Heart is just so fucking obnoxious. But that's like one of the big reasons why I wasn't like a huge fan of like the last format we were in. Like just because it felt like super sacky. It felt so obnoxiously sacky to play any deck because you either had to sack into cash, you have to play cash and get sacked, or you sack other people, or you play like a deck that was like designed to sack other people, stuff like a Labyrinth. And it also didn't help that like Kashtira was like super natively bricky because you had to play like so much dumb shit just to get the ball rolling or to like find Unicorn. And I don't know how to feel about like Kashtira coming to Master Duel. Like I don't think it's gonna be like a tier 0 deck. Like again, we have like a bunch of the super broken cash cards limited. We have a lot of the consistency cards being banned. We have fucking Mind Hacker being banned. Why is this card good? You are a prize card. Why can't it be more like Blood Mephist, where you deal burn damage based on set cards? You know what I mean? Kashtira just feels like such an unfun deck to play against in every sense of the word. Like at least against like Tournament, you could theoretically at least have like this back and forth. The mirror match was like pretty interesting. But Kashtira really does remind me of like Adamantipator, where you would just like build your board and there was just like nothing your opponent could do. They better have fucking prayed to God that they open the nuts. Otherwise, like again, you're just completely fucked. Like what's the difference between like a Rise Heart and like a Borderless Savage equipped with like Buster Well? Spoiler alerts, it's not really much of a difference at all. Tier Limit, you can still try and play your turn mostly. Like Tier Limit, you can at least pretend you were having a back and forth. Yes, your opponent was gonna make 12 negates and spin your whole board away with Collider Heart, but you could still at least pretend to have fun, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't know how to like generally feel about Konami doing like really cute like pre-hits to stuff like Tier Limit's Kashtira and like Wraithsoft, rather than, you know, just hitting the deck outright in the way we know how to like make the deck not like completely turbo obnoxious, or honestly just straight up being like, hey guys, we're just straight up never gonna release like Kashtira. We're just straight up not gonna give you a Rise Heart because like we know how like toxic the deck can be. But I guess the Konami really wants you to make sure like everyone has experienced getting fucking a Rise Hearted or getting Book of Eclipsed or Book of Mooned. Like just so goofy. Konami wants money. Tell me something I don't know, bro. I'm surprised a Rise Heart is a pre-hit, but I guess that telegraphs are just gonna ban Fenrir at some point in the OCG. Maybe. Like for the most part, the Master Duel ban list has been pretty similar to the OCG, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just saw like some of the main deck names get like straight up banned. But you know, it's just like kind of insane that like Konami really wants everyone to bite down on this fucking travesty of a deck, dude. Oh, by the way, Appointed of the Red Lotus is still legal. If you guys don't know about the Appointed of the Red Lotus stuff, a Rise Heart, when a card is banished, you can equip any banished card. So the theory is you could play Appointed of the Red Lotus, you just make your opponent banish a card, and then you attach that card to a Rise Heart, so you're never getting that card back, which is like the entire reason why this card was banned in the TCG. Like if you guys think like this card is banned in the TCG because like, oh, it's so strong. No, it's literally just because fucking a Rise Heart and pals. Anyways, that's my short thoughts on Kashtira. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on Kashtira are in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.